Blair now refers to as the thorn in my side. Rose Jenkins.
The army recruitment in Scotland is now down by 30%, which we actually go to the army recruitment office, and the reason we go to the army recruitment office is to get it shut down for the day. And people say, well, why are you shutting it down? The reason we're shutting it down is we don't want any other family going through what we've been through. And then they stand there and say, fair enough, we can turn up to the army recruitment about 10 o'clock. About 10:05, the doors are locked, the shutters are down and the lights are out, and sit in the back of the office. Then in Scotland they had an army recruitment day for the young boys to go down and sign up. We said we're going to be bagpipes and everything there. We get told we were going to be there, so we went down, they did the same thing again. Shifted the van and moved on, so no boys get signing on in the Scottish recruitment day that day either. But what the army and the MOD are actually doing with the boys now, if the boys in the army have got a wee card, they can go out and say to their friend, go and you sign up. If that boy agrees to sign up, the boys in the army are getting £1,300 for recruiting their friends. And it has been confirmed with the MOD, this is what they're doing. To me, that is blood money. How can a young kid take £1,300 and then his friend maybe go to Iraq and get killed 3 weeks later the way Gordon did? Is that boy meant to live in that luxurious life? Well, we don't think so, because we will stand and say to the boys when they're home and leave, don't you take that £1,300, it ain't worth no blood, it ain't no worth Tony Blair's lives, and we will continue fighting that as well. Also in Scotland, the teachers' motion was passed to stop recruitment from going into schools for the army. Offered to spend a day in a school with the army. They can go in, put their point across, and I'll put my point across, and we'll soon see who signs up. So I'm waiting another reply for that, which I don't think I'll get. But I will keep pushing it. You push for the 2 hours to get to school and get to colleges, because I guarantee I'll win. If they can shut the recruitment office, I'll stop my kids in school for signing up. Some players would say, why is the recruitment so low? We've got Iraq, we've got young boys coming home, mentally affected, we've got ones that's coming back with no arms, no legs, young boys that are committing suicide. I've been there, I've seen these boys committing suicide. Boys are getting bullied. In fact, just Christmas Day, we get a phone call as well. Gordon's young cousin had actually committed suicide. So that's 2 we have lost. And the reason the young boy committed suicide is what they're doing in the army is a double-double. It's money lending. The young boys get a line of £50, they're doubling it up to £100. And these kids are just getting themselves into so much debt. And this young boy couldn't handle the bullying for not paying the money back, and decided to take his own life. And they ask why the recruitment is low. Well, I hope it gets even lower. And the families that are here that's joined this campaign, I want to thank you for backing me up on this. Gordon will be dead 2 years and 28th this month, but the more families that speak out and help me in this, it will get up Tony Blair's nose. I was told, you're a grieving mother, you'll go away within 3 weeks. Tony Blair killed their own boy. Because if it takes me another 3 years, I'll stand by the troops. I'll stand by you, we get them out. I get in contact with a family about 4 weeks ago, the first contact with them saying their boy was ill. He tried to jump out the window, cut his arteries in his hand and everything. and the army wouldn't discharge him. They told him to report every day. The father went up and spoke to the medical officer and spoke to the major and says, well, I'll tell you what, he says, I'm now in contact with those gentlemen military families. I got the phone call yesterday, that boy got his discharge. And also, the Iraqi people have actually, the museums have been absolutely brilliant with me. They support me 100%. Back up in Glasgow, the museums have actually decided they're going to hold an event so it can get funding for military families, the Justice for Gordon Gentle campaign, and I'd like to thank them as well, because I've been doing It has now been confirmed that Gordon's equipment was in a lock-up room for 16 days. Gordon's were to get the phone call on the 16th of June to go and pick up the jamming device, which they didn't. They picked up the 28th and put it on Gordon's vehicle 2 hours after Gordon was killed. Gordon's vehicle also broke down 3 times while out on patrol. And what they're doing with the boys as well is sending the boys up and down the same street at the same time every day. So to me that's a sitting target. And the ambulance didn't turn up in time for Gordon, so they had to stop an Iraqi ambulance and put Gordon into that. The army had to search every hospital in Iraq before they got the right one to find where Gordon's body was. And that's the way our boys are getting treated. And for the families after their son is killed, they don't want to know. I've not heard one thing from the MOD since my son has been killed. So the 3 weeks that they've gave me has made me more determined, and I will continue this campaign, and I hope we get more mothers that will come forward that their sons are there. Not mothers that their sons are going to get killed, mothers that their sons are serving, so we can help to get the boys home.